Good morning, everyone. Welcome to your soft and gentle stretch. I hope you're all raring to go. Just to recap, for those of you who are maybe returning, and then a refresh for those of you as well. So you will be doing 30 minutes of deep stretches. And yes, they can be gentle as well. You just need to ease yourselves into them. Listen to your body. Do what's right for your flexibility level and what's right for your muscles. They will speak to you. And we are going to do hamstrings in this particular session. So if you have a resistance band piece of material that's kind of sturdy enough to hold and support your leg, then that's great. You might not need that. You can use your arm, your hands as well behind the back of the thigh. We'll get going. Bring yourselves to a seated position. Enjoy the stretch. Use your breath. And let's really loosen up today. So you can sit on a yoga block or a stack of sturdy books as well if you need to. Sit tall. Bring yourselves back over those sit bones, please. And think about the shoulders being heavy and the chest being open and wide. Feel the spine elongate, so you're really stretching up to the ceiling there. Breathing in through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Feel the chest relax. When you sit tall, try not to kind of pop the rib cage out there. Nice deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Good, breathe in. On the next exhale, bring those arms out to the side, take a stretch. Try and keep the shoulders down as you do so. Lengthen the fingertips. Scoop that navel in. So navel, belly button. Think about as you exhale and take those arms in, that you've really drawn the navel up towards the back of the spine. Stretch and lengthen the fingers. Make sure you're not rocking forwards and you're definitely sitting over those sit bones. And then take a side stretch over for me. So lengthen the bottom arm along the floor of the mat. Actively push the hips one way. This arm you might not want to bring in. You might feel the stretch without the arm. I do. This arm's going to increase the stretch and the intensity of it. So it's going to deepen into it a little bit. Those of you who can come down to your forearm without the hips lifting, you've got that option as well. Make sure the chest stays forwards and you're not turning underneath. Lovely deep breaths, and then take it to the other side. Only lengthen as far as you feel comfortable. Push the hips down, feel that top arm. Elongate. Breathe into it, shoulders down. Try not to tense the neck and the jawline. Up and over. Get used to exhaling into the stretch to deepen into it. Ease the body. And again, up and over. Good. Bring yourselves up to seated. Drop the right ear down to the right shoulder. Actively draw the opposite shoulder away. So you feel a nice stretch in the side of the neck. Breathe in, drop the head neck. And then again, let that head be heavy. Take it to the opposite side. Ear to shoulder, not the opposite way around. Not the head. Feel the heaviness of the head. You might get a few little clicks and cracks in the neck and the shoulders as you do so. Drop down, roll to the side. And restack the neck and head. Back up to sitting tall. Again, back up and over those sit bones. Stretch the arms out long. Feel like there's a tug of war from side to side. Someone's pulling your arms away from you. Take a breath in. As you exhale, curve the arms round. So just like you're hugging the arms around an object or a person. Drop the head neck. Separate those shoulder blades. Still thinking of scooping the abs in. Breathe. And then exhale, open. Sit tall. Little squeeze in the shoulder blades there. And again, bring it forwards and round. Fingertips touch, drop the head neck. Separate the shoulder blades, take a breath in. And again, let's open. Drop the arms down, just look, right to left. Excellent. And then bring yourselves to crouch position. Just going to do a couple here. Bring yourselves onto your toes. You're going to rock forwards and back. Just gentle, just a forwards and a back. Feel that mobilization of the toes. And then you're going to tip the head down, push the hips up, bend the knees as much as you need to for this particular stretch. You can rest on your thighs if you like, feet hip width distance. Remember, bend as much as you need to. Feel the hips lengthen up to the ceiling. Let's bring that weight over the arch of the feet. Drop the head neck into it, breathe in. As you exhale, bend down, stretch up. Remember, you can rest on your thighs. You can take a little bend and a stretch. Really do let the head, neck, shoulders be heavy in this exercise as well, so you're not holding any tension in there. Take one more bend and stretch. Hold the fold over stretch. Those of you who would like to increase the intensity a little bit, take a bend and a straighten, alternating side to side. If you want to increase the intensity more, you can cup your elbows in your hands and you let the weight just rest forwards and down. Like I said at the beginning, this is about listening to your body, doing what your body needs. One more deep breath in and out. Bring yourselves to hands and knees, please. 4-point kneeling position. Just carefully make your way. So knees are definitely under your hips for this. So be very mindful of your alignment and your positioning here. Soften the elbows. Lengthen the back of the neck. So what I mean by that is you're not looking up, because you can see there's a bend in my neck. You're not looking down. It's long. Back of the head is in line with the neck and spine. From there, you're going to take a sway side to side. So you drop the weight all the way to the hip and the leg of one side, and then you ease over. Keep the elbows soft as you do this. And wherever you find a little bit of tightness, just relax into that. So don't worry if you're not in time with me. You can stay there, or you can take this into a full circle. So you push the hips down and round, and we're just coming forwards. We're not curving the spine at this point. We're circling back into a child's pose, but we shift straight over and out of it. So it's the hips leading us. From there, you can develop that by when you come up, you curve your spine side to side. So you push to one corner, you shift over to the other, you curve, and then you go back down and repeat. Feel a stretch in the side of the spine. So as you come up, separate that rib cage, push into the side, and then let's switch direction. Remember, you can stick with your sway side to side, or you can do exactly what we're doing without the curvature in the spine. So just do what's right for you. This is about opening up those hips, finding and increasing mobility in the spine, finding any tight sections. Good. One more. From there, take a child's pose. You can have your knees as narrow or as wide as you wish. Let's curve those hips down to our heels. Drop the head neck. You can stay here, or you can cross one hand over the opposite hand. And that arm that's crossing over, feel the back stretch. So again, round the hips down to your heels. And switch sides. Use that breath. You can stay centered, of course. Feel a stretch all the way from fingers to hips. Back to center. From there, you're going to go into a moving cat stretch. So you curve up, you drop the hips down, and then you take a little arch in your back. Curve round, curve up. So really separate the shoulder blades. I like to add this one in. So if you've practiced with me before, the chances are you've probably done this work, this stretch. Those of you who would like to progress a little bit, you tuck your toes. You do the same exercise, however, you bring it into a downward dog and a plank. So you push back, a little bit of an arch there in the back, come up, you curve through the spine, back to plank, and then bend back straight into it. So you go up on your toes, or you've got on your knees. And what we're aiming to do here is those little arches and those curves. We're trying to segment the vertebrae so we can stretch through. We can keep them nice and supple and mobilized. Let's do one more, whichever stretch or mobilization exercise you're taking here. And then release it back to child's pose. Roll through your spine. Curve all the way up. Take a few shoulder rolls here. And then we're going to go into some hip flexor work. If you've got a cushion or pillow close by and you need it, okay, if it feels not soft enough on the surface area that you're working on, then please place a cushion under your knee. So we're going to take a long step forwards again. If you've stretched with me before or practiced Pilates with me before, chances are you've done this stretch with me. Take a long step forwards, any leg, long step forwards, and then we're going to ease into it on the exhale. And on the inhale, we're going to use the front foot to push back. So as you do the exhale forwards, this is the region that's going to feel the stretch down here. You push back through the heel. Option, hands on hips, shoulders down and back, open the chest, or you can take an arm lift. Breathe in back. So take it where you can. From there, you're going to think about your spinal position. So don't go too far down if the spine's kind of curling forwards here. We want to keep up tall. So if that means a little bit forwards for you and then a little bit back, that's fine. You can stay there or you can hold it down in this position. Again, let's think about our posture. The hips are drawing down towards the floor. The front knee is not over the front toes. If anything, it's further back. Breathe. Shoulders down, chest open. Those of you who can sink down to the floor, maintain in that position. Shuffle the foot out to the side. Bring the hands to the inside of the leg. Drop and lower the hips down. The back leg lengthens behind you. The back of the neck is long. I appreciate for some of you that stretch is not possible and it's not for your body. That's fine. It's not about progressing to the most flexible level. So find a stretch, take it where you need to. If you need to have a breather, come out of that, have a breather. Deep breaths into the stretch wherever you are. Feel the back leg lengthen behind you. Open that chest, lovely, lovely exhales to deepen. And then we'll take a hamstring stretch. Those of you who are down here, bring the foot to center, push the hips back, look for a neutral spine. Those of you who are up here, straighten the front leg. Start to hinge forwards from the hips, only as far as you can maintain neutral spine, so there's none of this happening, okay? So if you need to be up here and you feel that in your hamstring, stay there. Those of you who would like to take the stretch into the calf muscle, you can flex that foot. Again, only hinge forward as far as you can. This one's a little bit of a balance challenge also. So only sink down to here if you can maintain that neutral spine, so none of this. Okay? Neck nice and long, shoulders down. I appreciate there's a lot of me telling you what to do in these sessions, but it's just so you get the most benefits out of the stretches and your muscles are in the right positions and you're not kind of doing anything that could cause more damage. One more deep breath. And then switch sides carefully. Make your way out of the stretch. Exact same thing, opposite sides. So the longer the step forwards, the better. Remember, for the first one, we were exhaling into it and then inhaling back. Try not to overstretch. Don't ever push to a point of pain. So shoulders down and back. No overarching in the lower spine at all. Those of you who want a little bit more intensity, you can bring the arms into it. Drop the hips down and underneath you. And then again, you can continue with that dynamic stretching where you're moving in and out, or you can hold. So the back leg really lengthens behind you at this point. Draw your navel in. Neutral spine there. And again, you can stay here. You can stay with the movement, or you can drop your hands inside of the leg, shuffle the foot out to the side. Pelvis, if you watch mine, sinks down. Yeah? Shoulders down and back. Deep breaths. Think about posture. Relax the muscles into it. Those of you who are down here, shuffle the foot back to centre. Push the hips back. Maintain a neutral spine, no over curving, please. No over arching. Take a hamstring stretch. Those of you up here, hamstring stretch, straighten the front leg. Find your balance. Hinge forwards. Shoulders down and back. Only hinge forwards as far as you can maintain your spinal alignment. So the more you practice with me, the more you're going to get used to these kind of terms. Neutral alignment with the spine is the natural curves in your back. No overarching, no popping the chest out. None of this either. And don't worry if you're not fully there with the neutral. I will always talk about where we want to be, okay? So it just becomes more familiar and we're always aiming and striving to that point. If you want to take it into your car, flex the foot. Again, balance challenge here. So let's switch that core on, ribs to hips, draw the navel in. Shoulders down, chest open. Those of you who are down here, keep pushing those hips back. Release any tension out of your chest. Bend the knee. Bring yourselves around and we're going to come down to lying on our back for those hamstring stretches I was talking about before. So if you've got a scarf, a band, resistance band, you might not need one, okay? Anything where you can comfortably draw your leg in towards the body. Carefully make your way down. If your neck pulls off the floor, you might want a head cushion underneath for support there as well. So nice long neckline. Bring that material or band around the arch of one foot, please. Again, you can hold the back of the leg if you don't have a band or an item of material. As you exhale, the idea is that we lengthen the leg in towards the body. Slight bend if you need it. Straight if you can. Opposite leg can stay here, or you can take it long if you have flexibility. Knee points up to the ceiling. So again, don't push to the point of pain here. Just draw that leg in. So you feel the stretch, but it's not painful. On your exhales, draw the shoulders into the floor. Let the pelvis be heavy. So don't tuck the pelvis, everyone. Keep the base of the back nice and long as well. Again, you've got that natural curve under the arch of the back there. breathe into it. Elongate the leg up to the ceiling and draw in towards the body as you exhale. If you need to have a breather, just bend the leg down and just go back into the stretch when you can. So yes, this is a soft and gentle stretch. So don't force anything. Breathe into it. For those of you who can, we're going to start to flex the foot and relax. So you flex, relax. Only if you want to. Again, that's going to take it into the calf muscle. Flex, relax or point. And then still on the exhale, draw the leg in. So just hold the foot still. Those of you who are bringing it across into your IT band, that's a slight shift of the leg over the centre line of the body. Shoulder blades are down, touching the floor there. Hip bones are down. So even though you're crossing the leg over, try not to lift the hip off the floor. If you want to increase the intensity, you can flex the foot, and that really does get really deep, very deep into the side of the leg there. Draw the leg into you still. And then let's take the leg to the outside, but we're going to bend it down first. So bend the leg out. You might want to lose the band here. Open the leg out to the side without the opposite side of the body lifting. So that side of the body stays down. You open the leg out. You let gravity help you here. Let the leg feel heavy. Don't force it, please. Nice long neckline. And if you want, you can start to straighten that leg. Might be a little bit. You might have a wall. I know I often say when I practice in this space that my leg can touch on the wall, and the wall becomes a little bit of a lever and a help for me to increase into that stretch. Not pushing to any point of pain, of course. Draw the leg in. Take a few circles of the thigh in the hip socket. And don't worry, let's move the rest of the body around. So you don't have to stabilize here, not like in your Pilates class. We're just moving, lots of freedom there with the leg and the hip. Good, and let's switch sides. So if you're using a band or a scarf, same thing, opposite leg. Take it around the arch of your foot. 2 hands or 1 hand on the material there. Hand on the back of the thigh. And you can stretch the leg or the leg out along the floor. You can keep it bent. And then when you exhale, you're drawing the leg in towards you. Don't force it. Drop the shoulders, drop the arms down. If you need to bend the leg at any point, please do, or have a slight bend in the leg there. Try and relax into the floor. And then we can flex and point, or flex and relax. Only if you want to. That's going to increase this stretch in the calf there. Lovely deep breaths, everyone. Relax those shoulders in, elongate the neck. Make sure you're not tucking the pelvis off the floor. You might find that you're getting the leg really close in, but if you watch my pelvis, you might be actually lifting the pelvis off the floor. So the hip bones are pointing up still. Be mindful of that. Stay here, relax the foot, or you can shift the leg across the midline of the body. Push the same hip down and away. So hips going one way, leg is going the other way. Shoulders down and back. And again, you draw the leg in on the exhale. You can flex the foot as well to deepen into that stretch. Delve in deeply into the side of the leg, possibly going down towards our piriformis muscle here in the glutes as well. Bring the leg back. I'm going to take it out to the side. So you can lose the band here if you like. Open the leg out as comfortably as you can to the side there. You can bend it, you can keep it bent, or you can start to straighten the leg out. Might not be fully straight. If you have a wall there or a piece of furniture you can hook your foot onto, that'll help hold the stretch, as long as it's a comfortable stretch. Sink the body into the floor. To deepen, you draw the leg up higher to the side of the body. Opposite side of the body is connected to the floor still. One more deep breath. Draw the leg in, take a few circles and be free with the movement so the hips can roll around. You're circling the leg in the hip socket. Good. Bring the legs together, bring the feet flat. Neutral spine, please. Take a little roll side to side with the back of the hips. Feel the pelvis knead in to the floor. You might get into those sit bones areas as well of the glutes, really pushing the bones into the floor as well, mini massage. And from there, you can either take the legs straight out, take an open stretch, or you can lift the feet off the floor and then take a wide open stretch. Let gravity do the work. You can also apply your hands to your legs, shoulders down. If you've got your feet lifted, you might want to rotate the feet and mobilize through those bones and joints also. And as you exhale, I just want you to feel really heavy in the body. You know, the arms feel heavy, the legs feel heavy, the hips, the head, the shoulders have a little wriggle of the body there. Make sure you're not holding any tension at all. Don't force the stretch. And just imagine that you're sinking into the floor. Good. Draw those legs in. If the feet are lifted, you might circle the hips and legs round, all the way around. Or if the feet are down, you can take that rock again side to side. Switch direction if you've taken that full circle. And then let's drop the knees to the front of the room. Peel the body up. Wakey, wakey. And then bring your legs out long and in front of you. So if you are sitting on a yoga block here, place that underneath your sit bones, sit tall. Relax the feet, take a breath in. And as you exhale, walk the hands forwards and down. So it's not about getting your head to your shins here. It's about elongating the neck. Push the hips down and back. Shoulders down, open the chest, breathe. And then roll through the spine again. Feel the base of the spine curl first, reset, stack, shoulders down. Take a look again, right to left. Bring the arms out to the side, take a stretch up, take a stretch out, take a stretch forwards and curve, just like we did at the beginning. Take a stretch back, bend those knees in, cross your hand over the front and start to rotate in the spine. So you get a spine twist there. Your legs are cemented and centered. Take another little rotation round, shoulders down, chest open. Good. And then bring your arms and palms together. Give yourselves a clap and say thank you. Finish with a smile. And yeah, set yourself up for the day there. Hopefully you're feeling nice and positive, relaxed, calm, and just ready to take on the day. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. And whatever you're getting up to, enjoy yourselves, take care, and goodbye for now. Thank you very much.